The 1987 Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines, Article number 3, Bill of Rights, Section number 1. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall any person be denied the equal protection of the laws. Section number 2. Right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures of whatever nature and for any purpose shall be inviolable, and no search warrant or warrant of arrest shall issue except upon probable cause to be determined personally by the judge after examination, under oath or affirmation of the complainant and the witnesses he may produce, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Section number 3, paragraph number 1. The privacy of communication and correspondence shall be inviolable except upon lawful order of the court, or when public safety or order requires otherwise as prescribed by law. Paragraph number 2. Any evidence obtained in violation of this or the preceding section shall be inadmissible for any purpose in any proceeding. Section number 4. No law shall be passed abridging the freedom of speech, of expression, and of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and petition the government for redress of grievances. Section number 5. No law shall be made respecting an establishment of religion and prohibiting the free exercise thereof. The free exercise and enjoyment of religious profession and worship without discrimination or preference shall forever be allowed. No religious test shall be required for the exercise of civil or political rights. Section number 6. The liberty of abode and of changing the same within the limits prescribed by law shall not be impaired except upon lawful order of the court. Neither shall the right to travel be impaired except in the interest of national security, public safety, or public health as may be provided by law. Section number 7. The right of the people to information on matters of public concern shall be recognized. Access to official records and to documents and papers pertaining to official acts, transactions, or decisions, as well as the government research data used as basis for policy development, shall be afforded the citizen subject to such limitations as may be provided by law. Section number 8. People, including these employed in the public and private sectors, to form unions, associations, or societies for purposes not contrary to law shall not be abridged. Section number 9. Private property shall not be taken for public use without just compensation. No law impairing the Section number 10. No law impairing the obligation of contract shall be passed. Section number 11. Free access to the courts and quasi-judicial bodies and adequate legal assistance shall not be denied to any person by reason of poverty. Section number 12, paragraph number 1. Any person under investigation for the commission of an offense shall have the right to be informed of his right to remain silent and to have competent and independent counsel, preferably of his own choice. If the person cannot afford the services of counsel, he must be provided with one. These rights cannot be waived except in writing in the presence of counsel. Paragraph number 2. No torture or force, violence, threat, intimidation, or any other means which vitiate the free will shall be used against him. Secret detention places, solitary, incommunicado, or other similar forms of detention are prohibited. Paragraph number 3. Any confession or admission obtained in violation of this or Section 17 thereof shall be inadmissible in evidence against him. Paragraph number 4. The law shall provide for penal and civil sanctions for violation of this section, as well as compensation to and rehabilitation of victims of torture or similar practices and their families. Section number 13. All persons except those charged with offenses punishable by reclusion perpetua, when evidence of guilt is strong, shall before conviction be bailable by sufficient sureties or be released on recognizance as may be provided by law. The right to bail shall not be impaired even when the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus is suspended. Excessive bail shall not be required. Section number 14, paragraph number 1. No person shall be held to answer for a criminal offense without due process of law. Paragraph number 2. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall be presumed innocent until the contrary is proved, and shall enjoy the right to be heard by himself and counsel, to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation against him, to have a speedy, impartial, and public trial, to meet the witnesses face to face, and to have compulsory process to secure the attendance of witnesses and the production of evidence in his behalf. However, after arraignment, trial may proceed notwithstanding the absence of the accused, provided that he has been duly notified in his failure to appear is unjustifiable. Section number 15. The privilege of the writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended except in cases of invasion or rebellion when the public safety requires it. Section number 16. All persons shall have the right to speedy disposition of their cases before all judicial, quasi-judicial, or administrative bodies. Section 17.
No person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. Section number 18. Paragraph number 1. No person shall be detainelously by reason of his political beliefs and aspirations. Paragraph number 2. No voluntary servitude in any form shall exist except as punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted.
Section 19. Paragraph number 1. Excessive fine shall not be imposed, nor cruel, degrading, or inhuman punishment inflicted, neither shall the death penalty be imposed, unless for compelling reasons involving heinous crimes. The Congress hereafter provides for it any death penalty already imposed shall be reduced to reclusion perpetua. Paragraph number 2. The employment of physical, psychological, or degrading punishment against any prisoner or detainee, or the use of substandard or inadequate penal facilities under subhuman conditions shall be dealt with by law. Section number 20. No person shall be imprisoned for debt or non-payment of a poll tax. Section number 21. No person shall be twice put in jeopardy of punishment for the same offense if an act is punished by a law and an ordinance, conviction, or acquittal under either shall constitute a bar to another prosecution for the same act. Section number 22. No ex post facto law or bill of attainder shall be enacted.